Hello, kids. Today, I am going to tell you a story about the Frog Prince. Once upon a time, there was a king whose daughters were very beautiful, especially the youngest one. Even the son, who had seen everything, was so surprised by her beauty. One day, it was a very hot afternoon, and the little princess often played with her golden ball by the well near the palace. Once the princess was reaching out to pick her golden ball, but the ball fell on the ground and rolled into the well. The princess cried sadly. She was very upset. At that moment, suddenly, she heard someone calling her and asking her what's wrong. The princess looked around and found a frog. The princess said that her ball had fallen into the well. The frog comforted her and told that he could get the ball on one condition, that the princess had to be his friend. She should allow him to sit at the same table as her, use the same golden plate, and sleep in the same bed with her. The princess looked down upon the frog, but in order to get the ball, she agreed to all of these. The frog immediately jumped into the well, and after a while, he swam to the surface with a golden ball and spat it on the grass. The princess was very happy to see her beloved toy. She picked it up and ran away, and she forgot about her promise. The frog shouted at her, but it was of no use. The next day, the princess was having dinner with the king. Suddenly, she heard a knock on the door. The little princess opened the door and saw the frog. She shut the door immediately because she was very frightened. The king asked her what happened. The little princess had to tell her father the truth. After the king heard this story, he said, "You should keep your promise. Let the frog in." So the princess had to open the door. The frog bounced in and followed her every step. The little princess reluctantly sat together with the frog, sharing her dinner with him. She couldn't eat anything, so she went back to her room to sleep. The frog wanted to go with her. The princess started to cry, but the king was angry and asked the princess to do so. Wherever the princess would go, the frog would follow her. The princess had no choice left but to put the frog at the corner of the bedroom. The frog insisted on sleeping in the bed, otherwise he would tell the king. Now the princess got very angry, and she grabbed the frog and threw him towards the wall. The frog fell on the ground and became a handsome prince. According to the king's will, he became the princess's husband. By this time, the prince told the princess everything, that he was cursed by an evil witch, and no one could save him except the princess. He wanted to take the princess back to his country. The next morning, they rode a golden car pulled by 6 white horses, and they went back to the prince's country, and they lived happily ever after.